Hi, hey there. It's been about 2 months since I've made my initial video of the unboxing or unpackaging of the Svord Peasant knife, the mini one, the small version. I have carried this knife on and off for the past 2 months, and I have something to say about that. I will change camera angles and show you a little bit more. So after a few weeks of carrying this knife, I think nothing really has changed in my opinion of this knife. I still like it a lot, and the downsides of this knife, I think I'm responsible for them. First downside is the sharpness. It came very dull. I was able to restore the edge a little bit because, well, my sharpening skills really suck. So I have a very rough stone, and I would actually have loved to reprofile this knife just a little bit because, well, it's just the price point and the fact in the factory, the people don't take their time to work on one blade for 15 minutes. They grind it for a couple of seconds. They hold it against their grinder and throw it on the side and take the next one. So the issues are only with the blade geometry. The blade grind is much lower down here than there. I mean the secondary bevel, and on the back here it's very high, and then here it's very low, and then it gets higher again. So that's just geometry. I still like this knife. I really do. I think it's fantastic for EDC carry. It's very light. It's not super beautiful, but hey, it's a working knife. It's a worker knife. And I will just take it apart to show you what this knife is all about. And for that I will use my Leatherman Wingman, which is not the best Leatherman in the world, but it works. I will take the broad flathead screwdriver, and I fold it in. So that's one downside of the Leatherman Wingman, by the way. When you have to turn the screwdriver, this one really gets in the way. It wiggles. It's not super awesome. So, number one. I really like the concept of flathead screws. Everybody has a flathead screwdriver. So you can see the friction. It really is a friction folder because the handles are held together by friction. So those are the two parts. Those are the bolts of the screws, and this is just plastic, no washers, nothing, just plastic, and it doesn't feel too well, it's sturdy. Let's leave it at that. It's sturdy. It's not super super awesome plastic, but it's sturdy. This is the blade itself, how it's designed. If I had the means, I would polish this blade, reprofile it, and it's really not my own responsibility if this knife is not super sharp, because I'm not good at sharpening and I don't have the means of good sharpening systems. I have a rough stone, I have a SOG field sharpener, the one with the diamond surface and ceramic rod, and I have a leather strop, which kind of sucks, and with stropping alone you can't really sharpen this blade, which is unfortunate. It's super easy to reassemble. You just put the top here on here again and screw in. Oh, you know what? I will take a Victorinox flathead screwdriver. Let's see if that works better. Come on. Oh, it does. It really does. Flathead, the broad flathead screwdriver seems to be a little bit thinner. You can get in there quite a bit better. Well, what you have to take care of is don't screw the screws too tight. Otherwise, I hope you can see that. Yeah, well, the two handle scales go like this when you tighten the screws. So you have to find the right proportion of tightness, and then it works just fine. That's a little bit too loose. Just a little bit more. Now it's too tight. Loosen it up a little bit. And that's it. That's how you reassemble the knife. Great EDC knife still. If you have the means to sharpen it, do that, and you have a fantastic EDC knife, which should be legal almost everywhere, and it's not super expensive, like the new Spyderco friction folder I recently saw, and oh my god, that sucker is going to be expensive as shit. So fuck that Spyderco friction folder, shouldn't be so super expensive. It's one of the knives that is legal almost everywhere, if not everywhere, so make it more affordable. Okay, that's it. Again, thank you, Kylie, CKC Knives and Stuff. Thank you so much for this knife. If you wouldn't have gifted it to me, I probably would have bought it. I definitely would have bought it. Still don't know where to get it though. In Europe it's very hard to get, and thank you. This knife will always have a special place in my collection, and will always get used. Always legal. Thank you again. Thanks for watching. Have a good night and goodbye.